Going on out there, YouTube? This is your host BeastieBoyDrumma here, and this is a review of the Razer Naga Expert MMO gaming mouse. The first thing we're going to cover in this review here is the design of the mouse. Now, as you know, this mouse has 17 optimized buttons which you can change, customize any way that you feel and please to. And the look of it is absolutely fantastic. Razer does a good job with designing their mouses, and all the rest of their products has a finish on the side here, shiny finish, and like a matte feel to the top here where your palm rests. And it also has 3 interchangeable side panels there, which is mainly for like different styles of play. Like the biggest setting is for the palm grip, the next setting is your claw grip, and then you have your regular classic setting. The setting I use is the palm grip, which is the biggest one because I like to palm the mouse. And as you can see here, this is easily removable. It's like connected by a magnet, and it's easily removable. And they also have rubber soles to the bottom of them, so they slide around real smooth. I'm pretty sure the other ones have them on them also. As you can see, yep, right there. Have a rubber sliding grip on the bottom of that one and one on the bottom of this one. Now let's check on the bottom of the mouse here so you can see like how many rubber sliding pads it does come with. We have the one on the side that comes with the changing panel, 2 to the top here, and also 2 more to the bottom there. So it has a total of 5, which is like excellent for sliding around. It's like you feel like no bumps, like no jerks or nothing like that. The mouth moves freely. It's like just a great design. 10 plus on the design of this mouse. And the way it feels in your hand is pretty good also. It's like when I just regularly put my hand on the mouse, my thumb usually rests on the bottom sets of numbers, but when I'm actually in my gaming mode, my thumb sits in like the right spot for it, like right on the number 5, like in the middle. It's kind of awkward to get used to, but after you get used to it, it's real easy. When I first started using this mouse, I only used buttons 1 through 6. But now, as I'm more advanced into it, I've been playing it for a couple weeks, I also do use buttons number 1 through 8 now. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit, getting the high definition on the mouse here. Now, as you can see, the 12 button thumb pad here. The thumb pad is not high gloss finish, so you won't have to worry about buttons all over your numbers there. And as you can see, the braided cable is really nice, which like has like no tension pull when you're moving your mouse around, moves real freely. This mouse doesn't have the grill in front, but it still looks nice, looks really good. Scroll wheel rolls really good. That's what I thought. And as you see, the black matte finish there. And I think that's my favorite part about the mouse, like the logo, the Razer logo here, just like going in and out, and the black matte finish. It just like feels great when you hold it in your hand. So as in all, this mouse has a really good design. Now I think it's more to move into more of the software quality of the mouse. So let's go ahead and get into, first off, Razer Synapse 2.0. Let's check it out real quick. Now this is Razer Synapse 2.0 right here, as you can see. And whichever Razer product you have, it is fully compatible with Razer Synapse 2. You will have a full layout of your device and customizable options. As you can see, I do have the Deathstalker keyboard and the Razer Naga mouse, so both those show up and it automatically syncs with it. Now, getting into Synapse 2.0, this is not going to be a review of Synapse 2.0, but like I'm just going to get into detail a little bit, like stuff you can do. As you can see, these different profiles that you can use right here with the game, and it comes with like a lot of different stuff you can do. You can pretty much customize anything to any setting that you want it to be. Pretty much have any button do anything you want it to do. You can have it open up a program, do certain combination of buttons if you want, press a different button. You can have the mouse working as a keyboard, so you won't even have to use your keyboard. And it's just awesome what you can do, especially if you have 2 devices. You can have them like intertwining with each other and doing all different types of stuff. And as you can see right here, 7 Days to Die, I do have a lot of stuff I have set up with that. As in 7 Days to Die, I have a couple buttons set up, so it pretty much like anything in my hotbar I can just go jump to real quick. Like the dog ran up on me right here, and I just need to pull up my shotgun really fast. So I got it set up on my thumb pad. I just press one button and it pulls up my shotgun. Like if anything runs up on me or something like that, like a zombie pops out of nowhere. And I have another button set up where I can go to my crossbow, but I just want to do like some sniping, like some quiet kills and stuff like that. And I have a couple more buttons set up. I think one button is to reload, and another one is like just to pop up my map whenever I would need it, whenever I won't need it, stuff like that. But it's just a whole lot of different stuff that you can program it to do. I mean, not just for different key presses, buttons, stuff like that. You can have it open the program, closing the program. You can have it turning the lights on the keyboard off, just like anything you want to do pretty much. Synapse is a must-have if you get any Razer product. Now, another plus with Synapse is any profile you create, you can pretty much link it to a program. Like if I was going to a certain game, if I was going to 7 Days to Die, it would automatically switch to that profile when it recognizes that game is running. And also, whenever I go back to the desktop, it switches back to my desktop profile. And you can also change your lighting on, like if you want to have your thumb grid or your logo. If you don't want no lights to turn on, then you can have those set off, or you can have them turn on at a certain time. Like when I'm on my desktop, I have my thumb pad lights off because I don't really need them on my desktop. I don't use the buttons that much. But whenever I'm playing a game, I have the buttons light up just in case I may need to glance down at the buttons real quick just to see what my thumb placement is. Now I even have settings for games that doesn't even require the mouse or the keyboard, such as in Skyrim. I play Skyrim with my Xbox controller, and the settings I have for that is just to pretty much just to turn all the lights off, because I don't really need those lights, and then like kind of bother when I'm trying to get into the game. But just pretty much you can have settings for anything, and this right here is like more of a sensitivity setting right here, like how sensitive the mouse is. This is for like more really advanced gamers right here. Now let's go back into the customization a little bit here, and as you can see, you can pretty much customize any button possible on the mouse, as in like you can customize what you scroll up to do, what to scroll down to do, anything pretty much. Now as you can see right here, this is my 7 Days to Die setup here, and I have like buttons that I don't use. I don't want to accidentally press them and like have something happen, so you can just disable those buttons. And this is not like it's an MMO gaming mouse, but you can pretty much use it for anything. As you can see right here, this is my RCT3 settings. What this does is it turns a two-handed game into a one-handed game. I can play RCT3 now with one hand. Now for example, a lot of people know I play a lot of RCT3 out there, and I have a button set up on my mouse, one of the top buttons. Now I have it set like to record like my videos whenever I'm ready to record. That way I won't have to look down at the keyboard or nothing like that. And I also do a lot of play and pausing inside of the game itself. As you can see in the gameplay right here, I just paused it for a second. I have a button set up for that now. At first I would have to either use the mouse and go and click the play and pause button, or I could look down at the keyboard and find the P button and press that. But now I just have it right there on my thumb, like quick access. Another big thing that I use it for is also building, because I like to build a lot of stuff in this game here, as you can see I'm doing right now. I use it for a lot of raising and lowering stuff, and like putting stuff at the same height, and pretty much you use your shift key and your control key to do those. And that's what I have set up on the mouse. Now, I'm still trying to get used to it, because I'm so used to like using two hands, so I'm trying to get used to using one hand now. It makes stuff a lot easier, I guess. Like I got a free hand to eat or drink something now with, but I mean it's still all good now. And I think I have another button maybe set up to like snap, like do screenshots or something like that. Maybe I want to tweet a picture of RCT3 what I'm doing on it right now or something like that when the video is coming out. But yeah, I mean it's pretty much turned this two-handed game into a one-handed game for me. Alright, now back on Synapse 2.0, I want to show you another feature, which is the macro settings. And this is pretty much you can record any combination or any dedicated button pressing sequence and map it into one specific button. Now, as I have one on Minecraft that I want to show y'all real quick. It's just something simple I tried. And all I did was press the left click button real quick, just a couple times, and I just took the delays out of it, so it's like really super fast. Now I did this for creative mode because I didn't want to continually press my left click button, so I just put it into one button. I can just hold it down. I call it click turbo, and I can just hold down my number 2 button. It just automatically just keeps repeating it. You can have it to repeat one time, or just repeat automatically, just never stop. Just as long as you hold it down, it keeps going. But it's just a whole lot of different settings you can do it. And it has another thing right here, another tab says add-on, which you can do in-game stuff, in-game configurations, which you can do with certain games. If you want to see anything like that, I can do a full review of Synapse 2.0, just let me know. Now this is the final verdict for the Razer Naga MMO gaming mouse. Now design wise, I think it fits the mouse perfect. Color, black and green, awesome. And it's just the 3 different interchangeable side panels, fits your hand for any kind of hand style, big hand, small hand, so it fits perfect. 10 on the design. Software, Synapse 2.0, which is the actual brain behind the mouse, brains behind any Razer products pretty much. yes, another 10.0 for that. It takes a little while to get used to, but once you get used to this mouse and the software behind it, it's pretty much a must-have. I don't see myself going back using the regular mouse after using this mouse, so I pretty much would recommend this mouse to anybody that's even thinking about getting a gaming mouse or either considering this mouse here. For as that been saying, the final verdict for this mouse would be a 9 out of 10. This mouse is not perfect, but it is pretty close. Pretty close. So do thank y'all for tuning in. This has been your host, BeastieBoyDrumma. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for the review of the Razer Deathstalker. Gone.